everything is dipped in gold, then baby it will never grow. Everything sweet ain't sugar coated. What a lie. What a lie. What a lie.
So today we're diving into a bit of a spicier topic. Although we're going to get the spiciest over on Patreon in the extended portion of this reading. So make sure you are a Patreon member if you want to really be able to get down to the nitty gritty, because we're going to be talking about their fantasies over there. While over here, we're going to be describing who wants to sloot you out. Okay. Now, I thought about this video topic not considering the popular song, but I'm going to link the popular song down below, but just know that it is just as dirty as it sounds. Okay, so if you're not ready for that, don't click it. Okay, but we are again diving into this pick a card reading to find out who wants to sloot you out. Okay, details, we're going to be talking about who this could be, where you usually see them, or the environment, and then we're going to talk about what is it about you that initially attracted them. And then again, over on Patreon, we're going to dive into the actual fantasy portion. Okay, I got to keep it as clean as I possibly can on YouTube, because you know they love to strike and flag and demonetize. I'm just not going to even give them a reason to, honey. So let's go ahead and dive into today's reading. And you see right before you, we have 4 groups: group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4, with their corresponding crystals that I'm not going to name because I don't want anyone to be left out if I don't know the name of their crystal. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into today's reading. And I'm excited to find out this spicy message for you, darling. Group number 1, let's go ahead and find out the details of who wants to sloot you out, where you usually see them, or the vibe or the energy or popular objects that you see when you're around them. Whatever the tips, tricks, clues, and hints will be, we're going to uncover that. And then we're going to dive into what initially attracted this person to you. And over on Patreon and the extended, we're going to be talking about their fantasies of how they want to sloot you out. So what I'm going to do is place your card as well as your crystal here. I'm going to be exposing this card and reading it over on Patreon, so that can be a little fun thing for my patrons to look forward to. All right, so I'm going to place you there, and we're going to go ahead and dive into this reading and find out who wants to sloot you out. Group number 1's who. Keep in mind, this is a no creep zone. I always set that intention. Meaning, whoever comes through, it's not a creep. We've got Venus, and we've got Juno. Okay, so for those of you that chose group number 1, this is definitely someone who is a lover boy, lover girl, lover person. For some of you, this is literally the person that you are in a relationship with, and you already knew that, but you came to this reading just wanting to get the tea, okay? Because we do have Venus with love, and then we have Juno with commitment. Also, this could be someone who is heavily Venusian ruled. They could have been born on a Friday. You could have met them on a Friday. They could be a Taurus or a Libra, or they could have those significant placements in their chart, but they do not have to, okay? This is someone who is extremely secure in themselves and what they want out of life, who they want out of life, and clearly that is you, group number 1. Let's go ahead and dive into some details on the where you potentially see them, or significant signs, symbols, and synchronicities. happy, have a dinner of your choice. So for some of you, you have been to dinner with this person. You could have gone to a street fest or a street fair or a farmer's market with this person before as well. You could have also traveled with this person, whether it be local, but I am getting something long distance here, specifically Europe. France and Italy are standing out the most. And then we have a new beginning here. Throw away an old item of clothing that you don't like. This could also be someone that you have cleaned out your closet with, or you've helped them to do something with their clothes. There could have been some sort of closet clean out of some sort here. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have new attempt. Post a short video of positive energy. This could also be someone that you post on social media with, which definitely does highlight for those of you that are tuned in here and in a relationship. This is definitely that person that you are in a relationship with. Okay. Now, other sign symbols, synchronicities could literally be like ties, or the colors red, white, blue of all shades. Okay. Other significant symbols could be plants, greenery. You could have a green thumb, or they could, or you could have planted together. You could have started a garden together. Someone could have had like a mint mojito at a bar with this person before. Okay. You could have had pizza as well. Okay. For some of you, this person could have shown up to a date at a bar, restaurant, or something of this sort right after work. This is you or them, and they were dressed in their work clothes. Because I'm seeing someone like loosening their tie, ordering their drink, really getting ready to have a nice time. This could also be some of you are in a long distance relationship of some sort. So let's go ahead and see what initially attracted them to you. We have the sun here. So this is letting me know that what initially attracted them to you is your face card. Honey, it doesn't decline. Okay, I don't care what you feel like you look like, babes. They love your face, and especially your hair and the way that it frames your face. Oh, I only want to take one at a time, so only one at a time. It's one of those, not to be cliche, but it's definitely giving one of those like love at first sight, or at least I knew as soon as I saw this person that I had to know them, had to get close to them. Okay. What is it that initially attracted them to my group ones? So we have the sun, the tower, the magician. Yeah, this person immediately, like, what initially attracted them to you is like everything about you, your essence, your aura. They just feel like you were made or crafted for them to be attracted to you. Not saying that they are trying to take ownership of your essence, be like, oh yeah, that's mine. But if they were consulting with God and they described their perfect person, it would be you. We have the King of Cups here as well. Lots of major energy here. Lots of major feels here. This person had major butterflies upon first meeting, okay? We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse here. Let's get one more. And the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Materials, aka the Two of Pentacles. So what, oh, and also the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the, not at the bottom of the deck, it was like flipped over in the deck, and I just had to flip it, so it is significant as well, the Ace of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is that what initially attracted them to you is the fact that they felt like you were an opportunity that they could not fumble. Like they felt like they could not leave without your number. They couldn't leave without knowing your name. They couldn't leave without at least trying. And this is something that they hadn't really felt before, either never before or just haven't felt this in a while, to where they felt like they had to be on their A game, to where they felt like they had to get their shiz together. Honestly, this person upon initial meeting knew that they wanted to be in some sort of a commitment with you, whether that be a romantic relationship or a friendship or a business partnership. They knew from the start that they wanted to be linked to you, connected to you in some way, shape, or form, and they were determined to make it happen. This person could have definitely been the type to buy things, spend money on you. This person could have even been the type to kind of express right away what they were looking for, that they wanted to be in a commitment, or that they wanted this or that they wanted that. This is someone who is very open, and they felt like even with the weird things that they said or did, you handled it really well. You made them feel extremely comfortable, even in their faults or even in their hiccups or even in their embarrassing moments. You made them feel important. You made them feel seen. You made them feel heard. You made them feel like, again, you two were meant to be connected in some way, shape, or form. This person definitely had several moments where they kind of like face palmed and they were like, oh, why did I say that? Why did I do that? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? This person also had a lot of moments like that. Once you guys went your separate ways, they were thinking about things that they should have done, shouldn't have done, should have said, shouldn't have said, etc., etc. And again, this is someone who has not felt this way in a long time or has never felt this way before. But this feeling with you is what really initially attracted them to you, is because they're like, damn, like, I usually have my shiz together. I'm usually like Mr. Cool with the King of Cups coming out here, usually super confident. Usually I'm the powerhouse in the room. But no, this person, referring to you, group number one, is the powerhouse in the room. And there's also something here too. This person could be like very much into their businessy vibes, because they wanted you to be the one that came along with them to business meetings as their partner, as their business partner, but also their romantic partner. This is someone who felt like you were worthy of showing off. For some of you, this could have been something that started off in the workplace, because there's something here about your work ethic or your ability to communicate, or just the way that you look well put together. You were like the icing on top, or the promise, the reason that something would be seen through, the reason why something would happen. They feel like it would be because of you. They felt like you, and this is all upon initial attraction, they really felt like you were everything, or most of the things that they felt like they were lacking. And this is what really drew them to you and made them appreciate you. So, honey, now we're going to go ahead into the extended portion of this reading and find out what are their current fantasies, darling. What are their fantasies that they want to fulfill? And that is where we're also going to expose this card as well. So I'll see you on Patreon, linked below. Ta-ta for now. Group number 2, let's go ahead and dive into your reading and find out who wants to salute you out. And we're going to find out details on who they are, where you might be when you are in contact with this person, or significant signs, symbols, and synchronicities. And then we're going to dive into what initially attracted them to you here on the main channel. And over on Patreon, we're going to dive into their fantasies of you. Here is your crystal. And I'm going to leave that here and place the card here. This is the card that we are going to show over on Patreon. We are going to expose that card and read it, okay? Because it's going to tie all of the messages together. So let's go ahead and dive into this reading. Let's find out in this no creep zone. So just know that this is not a creep that's popping up here, okay? We're going to find out who wants to salute you out. Give me details on this person. Okay, so we have Capricorn coming out. They could be a Capricorn or have significant Capricorn placements. What else about this person? I was about to say, what about this person? So this card is going to tell me something about them. Okay, we have Libra. I'm hearing that they're goal-oriented. They like to keep everyone in the room happy. This is someone who feels heavily responsible for people's sense of happiness and safety and security. But I'm really kind of picking up on like a Secret Service vibe from this person. Like a type that's like big and bold and tall, dark and handsome, but from an ominous or mysterious vibe or perspective here. Bottom of the deck, we have more Libra energy with the 7th house here, as it says partnerships. Okay, so heavy on the Capricorn, heavy on the Libra, double emphasis on Libra. This is someone who wants to be the breadwinner or the sense of security for everyone around them. This is someone who, like, their main goal in life is about providing, okay? They express love through providing. They express themselves through giving gifts, money, or physically standing up for you in situations that call for it. This person is not who I would consider to be extremely emotional. This seems to be someone who is fairly stoic. They could be a good time, but there's just something here about them that is not lovey-dovey, ooey-gooey, feel my emotions. It's more of I show my emotions like this. And it's usually from a materialistic perspective or a protective. So protective and or provider perspective is how this person expresses love, strictly in that way. So this is the type of person that you would be surprised probably at them expressing any sort of romantic emotion. So we have beginning, place a rose at home. So a significant sign, symbol, or synchronicity could be flowers, but specifically roses. Okay. This could be someone who, for some reason, I'm seeing this as it was placed on someone's work desk. So someone could have sent flowers to the job or your home. There's heavy emphasis on work life here. So this could be someone from work, even if you're not in the same exact department. It could be a healthy separation so that it doesn't complicate the relationship. And I kid you not, I said that this person had like this stoic, like mysterious vibe to them. And it says, look at the stars here. Okay. There could have been a date if you've been on a date with this person. Or if you do go on a date with this person, it would definitely be like it's interesting because the date itself would be like the cliche, like candlelit dinner and all the romantic vibes. But this person themselves would still be in that stoic, protective provider energy. They would just be doing this because they know that that's what you like or that's what you want. Okay, so this is supposed to be giving me energy on potentially where you could see this person. For some of you, this is very specifically talking about you met them like at nighttime or at a club, at a gathering. For others of you, this is referring to if you've been to like a mixer, something that was specifically for people that are looking to date. Okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? For myself, make a delicious meal yourself. I do feel like food is heavily involved here. I did talk about the romantic, like candlelit dinner. For some of you, this could be something that takes place at your place, their place, or somewhere extremely intimate. I don't know. Like this feels really ducked off. Like, I don't know why this person either they don't want to be seen or they don't want to make a scene. Yeah, it's something about that. Okay. So also with this here, I don't recommend like going over to a stranger's house for dinner for the first time, but maybe for some of you, again, it could have started at work and maybe that's why we don't want to be seen. So we're making dinner at the house, like, but if you're meeting someone for the first time, I don't recommend having dinner at their house. I don't care how romantic or sweet or cute it looks. Okay. Just have to put that out there. All right, let's go ahead and see what initially attracted this person to you. Also, there's this vibe of I don't know where this is going, or I don't know where this could go, but I am curious. I'm open to it. Okay. So yeah, I said where. So it could be something like that. Like you go somewhere not really knowing what to expect. And this is where you could have met this person. Okay. Tell me what initially attracted them to my group number twos. Okay. So I'm being told like their serious demeanor. Okay. Their serious demeanor and your frivolity or your childlike essence or your lighthearted, like full of life type of energy is what initially attracted them to you. You could have been new. Okay, we have the Four of Wands. Heavy emphasis on this being like at the workplace, or this could also be I'm hearing things such as the gym, Pilates, the beach, karaoke. For some of them, they could have been the bouncer somewhere. Okay. And then we have the Two of Wands here. All this fire energy. So what initially attracted them to you is your energy, meaning how vibrant and authentic and full of life that you felt, that you exuded. We have Temperance. Heavy on the fire sign energy. Temperance is Sagittarius energy, but I always find it interesting because it's fire with an emphasis on water, meaning this person viewed you as someone who is fiery and energetic and inspiring, but also well balanced and mature. So your inner child is very much alive and well and thriving. But this is interesting. This person's like, but I can tell that you go to therapy, or I can tell that you pray a lot, or I can tell there's something here about this person being able to tell that you know how to keep yourself in balance. Yeah. King of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. Like you know how to separate work and play. You know how to not bring your feelings into the workplace. This is something that turned them on about you, quite honestly. Yeah, the Page of Cups here. Also, the way that you present things that could bother you or something like this here, like you don't make a big deal out of things, and this is something that this person really likes about you, that you seem really well, like emotionally controlled. And we have the Knight of Swords. Again, the frivolity, like going from here to there to everywhere. You seem to be a busybody. Energy, like being energetic really turns this person on. And you had all the energy. You brought all the energy. This person with this mystery thing over here, the first time that they saw you, they were very much in this observant energy, just watching you like work the room. Okay. You could be very energetic in the sense that you are like a social butterfly, or you could have been the boss or the manager or new in some way, shape, or form. But it's something here about you working the room and this person just watching and observing you do this. It was magical. That's why we have this unicorn here. Is that a unicorn or just a Pegasus? I don't know, but it's a magical horse, baby. What is it about you that initially attracted them? We have the Hierophant in the reverse. Unencumbered. You exactly like, okay, this person just loves your carefree, free spirit, light-hearted vibes. This is exactly what attracted them to you initially. The way that you work the room, the way that you smile, the way that you laugh, the way that you skip, the way that you jump, the way that you run, whatever it is that you do, this person fucking loves it, man. Okay, and we have the Knight of Pentacles, and they feel like you look really abundant or pretty or girly or feminine, or if you're a masculine, they feel like you look really clean, crisp, and clear when you're doing it. Okay, there's this flawlessness about you that this person fell for almost instantaneously. Again, just the way that you work the room. I'm seeing like a butterfly. You know when you observe butterflies like flying from one flower to another, it's just so beautiful. This is how this person viewed you upon initial meeting, and that's what attracted them to you. So now I'm really intrigued to find out what this person's fantasies are, because they try to play like Mr. or Mrs. Stoic or Mr. or Mrs. Serious here. So let's see how that translates into the bedroom, where we're going to read this card over on Patreon and dive into their fantasies. I'll see you there if you're there. Ta-ta! Group number 3, let's go ahead and dive into this reading and find out who wants to salute you out. And then we're going to find out details about where you could potentially be seeing this person so that you might have some hints, tips, tricks, and clues, or it'll give you some signs, symbols, synchronicities, and a deeper dive into the reading. And then we're going to find out what is it about you that initially attracted them to you. And then over on the extended portion on Patreon, we will be diving into their fantasies. Speaking of Patreon, that is where we will be exposing this card because it helps to tie the reading together from the main channel over to the Patreon message as well. This is your crystal. Okay. It's kind of deep and dark, and so it's hard to see it a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and place that right there. And then we're going to dive into your reading and find out about them first. So give me some vibes and energy on who this person is. Okay, so there's something kind of like mysterious about this person. Now, if it's not like mysterious, it's like they're wearing an eye patch. We want to know why. They have a scar. We want to know why. They have tattoos. We want to know why. They're like 7 feet tall. We want to know why. Like, who are your parents? Okay. There's something about this person, that makes you want to ask questions, right off the bat. Okay. We have, Leo, the showstopper, period. Okay. Like this person, like they could have a really cool hairstyle, or, if they're into like jewelry, yeah. For some of you, this person could have, like something shiny, like a grill, or it could be something that they take out, or like the jewelry that they put on and take off. Yeah, because even right now, it's like I'm being brought to a colder temperature. There's something here. Okay, for some, something is icy about them. Okay. See, I talked about the jewelry. But for some, I'm even getting like bionic, like if they have a missing limb or something. Okay, we have Pisces here. Yeah, like what happened? How did you get like this? Or who did that? Or where'd you get that? It's like the curiosity, the questions. Okay. So who is this person? Someone who, I don't know why I'm hearing they live long and care deeply. And when I heard live long, it made me think of Rastafarian. They could be Rastafarian, but they don't have to be. There's so many religions and so many practices around the world that I don't know the name of. But it could be something that is familiar to Rastafarian, or just it resembles that. Okay. Let's see. It's interesting because like this person takes all the attention out of the room. For some, you know, those types of people that they're like, yeah, they just suck the air out of the room. Like it's all about me, self-absorbed. But they are deeply involved and enthralled in their partnerships and their relationships. They deeply care about people, but they deeply care about themselves too. This is someone who's self-indulgent. This is someone who could date often or date a lot, but they take each relationship seriously, or they really dive into it deeply. Okay, let's see here. Where could you potentially meet this person, or where have you met them? Clear with light a candle. Okay, that's kind of sad, but for some of y'all, it could have been like at a candlelight vigil, or or an initiation, or a meeting, or a funeral even. Or it doesn't have to be sad. It could have been at like a work meeting that they had at like a nice restaurant or something like that. And we have communicate. See, I said it could have been something kind of sad because she has like the mourning thing on. Okay, the letter C could also be relevant here. Communicate, call your friends. You could have mutual friends. Bottom of the deck, we have reached consensus. Listen to a song you like very much. You could also have similar music tastes, okay? Someone could have called in like a request for a song or something like this here, or like a jukebox. You could have played a song and that could have bonded you guys. Okay, what else here? Again, a mutual friend. Someone could have like been like, oh, I think you would be perfect for this person, this friend. You would be perfect for this. You'd be perfect for that. Let's continue to expand this message. Now, in some situations, look, I'm not here to judge, I'm just here to read. In some situations, this could be someone who is or was in a relationship, maybe working on coming out of that relationship. So third party energy potentially here that they had to end. But let's go ahead and see what initially attracted them to you. We have the Seven of Wands. What initially attracted them to my group number 3s? Oh, I'm not going to take those because it was more than one card at a time. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I knew that the sun was going to come out. Okay, so that has something to do with it. They knew that you were going to win. They knew that you were going to have a positive outcome. They knew that you would succeed. There's something here about they knew, like no matter how much was placed up against you, no matter how many trials and tribulations that you went against, they knew that you would come out strong. They knew that you would win. They knew that you would see the light. They knew that you would see the point. They knew that you would come out on top. So what attracted them to you initially is that they feel like you're a winner. As I say that, we have the King of Wands and the freaking Emperor. This person looks at you like, damn, like, fuck, like, shit, like, wow. Like, this person is impressed by you, honestly, and that is what initially attracted them to you, in whatever way. For some of you, maybe you were playing dominoes, maybe you were playing cards, maybe you were playing poker, or you were gambling, or you were playing hopscotch, or you were doing some sort of a physical activity. This person felt like you were impressive. For some of you, you could have did it in heels. Okay, we have the Six of Swords. This person also was initially attracted to you because of the effect that you have on people. They feel like you like have people on a string, or like you got people wrapped around your fingers. People love you. They love that. And then we have, damn, the Six of Wands. Wow. And then we have the Three of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. Now, for some, you could have been the one in a relationship and you had to get out. Okay, for some, I really do feel like there could be some sort of like darker energy around this reading, meaning someone could have been in a relationship with someone who wasn't so nice, okay? And they could have been supporting you through the process, okay? And they knew that you would come out on top anyway. For some, if it's not about like a third party situation, it could just be a job that treated you like shit, but you had to stay because the kids or because this or because that, but you came out on top anyways. There's something here about you being faced with a lot of pushback or turmoil, or basically given any reason to quit, or given any reason to not want to survive or see it through, yet you do every single time. Clear communication is also something that's standing out here. This is in the where, so there could be something about like emails or texts or messages or something like this here about very clear communication. But that's also something that they admire and like about you. I don't know why I just was hearing something about like walking all over them. Okay, and it made me think of this line by Megan Thee Stallion. She was like, walk all over walk all over so he buy me all my shoes. Okay. Yeah. And I talked about the heels. So you could have really nice shoes too. This person could have been like impressed by your shoes, like your shoe game or the types of shoes that you wear or the way that you walk, period, no matter what your shoes look like. But it's interesting. That's what it is. Okay. So this person, as I was talking about them, like taking up the air in the room and like, just like, they feel like you're the exact same way. This is the type of person, like a showstopper that falls in love with another showstopper. That's really what I'm getting here. A showstopper that wants to link up with another showstopper. Like, because you two would really understand each other. That could be something that y'all bonded over, is like having haters or fans or something like this here, or like going through similar mishaps and coming out on top, knowing what it's like to be loved and hated, knowing the difference between love and war. There's a relatability factor here over this entire reading, and this is who wants to salute you out. I'm also getting here too that you do not see accurately the reflection of you and this person, so you might not think that they are similar to you, but they absolutely wholeheartedly are. They could be, again, we talked about Leo. Seventh house is Libra energy. But they also could be Venusian ruled, which is Taurus as well as Libra energy. They could also, they have like this big heart energy, like they live from their heart. So even if they do come across as someone who's like self-centered, again, they keep it very well balanced. They know that other people matter just as much as they do, but that doesn't take away from how much they love and feel great vibes to themselves or from others about themselves. Like, there's just something here about this person. Like, they take everything with a grain of salt, if you will, and somehow they transmute everything into love. They know how to clear whatever is being said as truth. This is also someone who doesn't take things to heart, but they have a big heart. And again, they see that same energy reflected in you. So now I can't wait to see, speaking of reflections, how does this energy of this person reflect into the bedroom? We're going to head on over to Patreon, where we're going to expose this card as well as their fantasies. I'll see you there if you're there. Ta-ta. Group number 4, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and find out who wants to salute you out. And then we're going to find out details on where you might have met this person or where you see this person, or sign symbols and synchronicities that can help us dive further into this reading. And then we're going to talk about what is it about you that initially attracted them to you. And over on Patreon, we're going to dive into their fantasies. So I'm going to go ahead and place your card in crystal right over here. This card will be exposed over on Patreon because it ties the reading here as well as Patreon together. So let's go ahead and dive into it and get details first on who this person could be. Give me details about this person. So we have Neptune with mystery. This is letting me know that it could be someone that you have no idea who they are, but this is a no creep zone, so you have nothing to fear, darling. And we have the 7th house, okay? So this is someone who questions commitment. They question the validity of commitment. They question if it's necessary. This could be someone who is non-committal. But I feel like this is someone who, what's like a rendezvous type of person, like the person that you would have the best summer with. You know, like that cliche, like summertime love, you know, that kind of thing. Bottom of the deck, we have North Node with Fate here. Okay. This could also be someone who's seen you in a dream before. They feel like you are familiar. They feel like they've known you before. They feel like they're supposed to know you. Okay. We have effort, go to the gym to exercise. So that's very straightforward. For some of you, this could be someone from the gym. And we have desires, send a postcard to your friend. This could be someone who has definitely complimented you before. This could be someone who's pretty like ripped, whether they're a man or a woman. Bottom of the deck, we have uncertainty, city walk. See, like there's like this, this is someone who questions your relationship with them, whether there's a relationship or whether it's just like something that they are thinking about. They could also be thinking of writing you a letter or asking you out. But either way, this is someone who cares about fitness. They care about the way that they look. They care about putting in effort towards their desires. This is someone who thinks before they act. Okay, let's go ahead and see, what is it about you that initially attracted them? We have the Six of Pentacles. Two of Swords, Eight of Cups. Okay, so what initially attracted them? Your level of focus, concentration. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Also, your face. You could either resemble someone, like maybe their favorite celebrity or something, like their celebrity crush, or you could resemble like a model, or you just are the spitting image of beauty to this person, is what I'm getting here. What is it about you that initially attracted this person? Grace is something that's also coming through here. So the way that you actually physically move your body, like the way that you walk, or your mannerisms, the way that you move your hands, the way that you talk. There's like this golden energy or this golden aura about you. Damn, yeah, the Knight of Cups. And the Two of Cups. This person felt an instant connection with you in some way, shape, or form, in one way or another. Even beyond your physical appearance, this person felt like there was they feel like there's a magnetic field around you that's literally pulling them in. Three of Swords. Another thing that initially drew them towards you is that you look like you have some sort of experience with that Three of Swords. It's like your eyes tell a whole story. Like, you look like you're thinking about a lot of things, or you look like you've thought about a lot of things in your life, you know? What's at the bottom of the deck? The King of Pentacles. What drew them to you? It's like, I'm being brought to depth. I'm being brought to water and soil. The perfect environment to cultivate life. Okay, so that could also be talking about fertility. Okay, so what initially attracted them to you is that you appeared fertile. Okay, so shiny skin, for women, broad hips, breasts, things of that nature. There's also something here about like sweat or wet, which does make sense with that gem energy here. What initially attracted them to you is that you look like you can work through pain. Again, the gem, making a lot of sense. Because you put in effort for your desires, even if that effort requires you to go through a little pain, because no pain, no gain. This person feels like what initially attracted them to you is Six of Pentacles. You know that what you put in is what you get out. And so you're willing to put in a little extra effort. You're willing to go the extra mile or do a little bit more than the average Joe to get what you want. This person feels like you know what sacrifice is. This person feels like you know what pain is. This person feels like you know what heartache is. This person feels like you know what it's like to heal. This person feels like you're well-rounded. But this person could also feel like you were suffering in some way, shape, or form, and this is what initially attracted them to you. For some of you, it could have been quite simple. Like you needed a Band-Aid and they knew that. Or you could have fell and they saw that. But for others, they just felt like your soul needed a hug, or you needed a hand to hold, or you needed a friend. And they wanted to be that for you in whatever way, whether it be romantic or platonic. But that didn't stop them from having fantasies, which is what we're about to dive into over on Patreon. So let's go ahead and see, because this person is really deep, philosophical, empathetic. So I would love to see how this reflects into the bedroom. I'll see you over on Patreon, baby.